good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher this week is Elizabeth Gilbert. If you don't know anything about her writing, she's the one who wrote the book Eat, Pray, Love. The movie was made, and I thought the story was good. But her writing thereafter, the stuff she writes on social media, to me is even more important to read and follow, because what she shares is just so human. She shares about being human and what it's like dealing with being a human being. I really enjoy her writing so much. Honey, a very good morning. It's so good to see you. Awesome having you with us live today. Somebody, good morning. Estelle, good morning. Pat, good morning. Hello, everybody. Right, a thought from Elizabeth Gilbert for our meditation today. So often, not being present in this moment is the thing that causes us to try and control what's not ours to control. And Elizabeth Gilbert's message today is about this, trying to control the things it's not ours to control, but missing the point on what are the things that we do have control over. Anthony, good morning. Michelle, good morning. Awesome seeing you all. So here we go. She says, there is so much about my fate that I cannot control. But there are other things that do fall under the jurisdiction. I can decide how I spend my time. I can decide who I interact with, who I share my body and my life and my money and my energy with. I can select what I can read. I choose what I eat. I control what I study. I can choose how I'm going to regard unfortunate circumstances in my life, whether I will see them as curses or as opportunities. I can choose my words and the tone of voice in which I speak to others. All a really beautiful example of the many things that we do actually have control over. But why in this moment do we so often forget and then get stuck in the thought of what this moment should have been? For the most part, when I get caught up in trying to control what is not mine to control, it is because I'm operating from some old messaging, stuck in some kind of meaning that I made in the past. And this past story that I told myself is what is trying to control what is not mine to control in this present moment. Hey Nella, good morning. It's so good to see you live today. Not being present in this moment, in this now, causes me to waste the limited energy that I have on an old reality instead of pouring my energy into what is mine to control right now. The point that Elizabeth Gilbert is trying to make is that there are some things that are absolutely in our control. But if I'm not being present, if I'm pouring my energy into what I can't control, then I'm left with less energy to pour into this moment. Who should I really be spending my time with or not? What and how should I eat, read, or study? Seeing with clarity what this moment makes available to me, or even to choose my words with wisdom. When I'm not being present, every action I take is decided by an old subconscious program created by an event from my past. Being present is how I spend my energy only on how I can be effective in this moment, right now. So if you're ready, that's our meditation today. Being present, the power of presence, the power of now, as Eckhart calls it. You can close your eyes and let's float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, feel yourself expand from your core out in all directions. Once you have a belly full of air, then again let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Do you have a regular practice, a regular reminder to remind yourself to be present? It's a uniquely human problem. And it is the double-edged sword of our mind. The beautiful mind that makes us so different from animals. The mind with imagination, creativity, the ability for story, the same mind can use the same imagination, creativity, ability for story to hold on to a lot of old stories that robs us of being present here and now. I guess we could call it the human condition. It's something that every one of us is going to have to deal with. So not being present is not a judgment. It's not a criticism. It's simply what our job is to pay attention to when we're not present. and then bring ourselves back to presence again and again. Would it be finally possible to crack the code of presence, and from that moment onwards, only ever be present? I think probably not. Your beautiful mind makes you human. And just like sitting down for a meditation again and again, we catch ourselves and return ourselves to being present again and again. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles. Forward and to the left, and also forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. See if you can tilt your head towards the left while you tilt your hips towards the right. And then switch direction. Curving your spine into an S from your head down to your tailbone. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence as much as we are able to for this moment, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is actually a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long and slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale you possibly can. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel into your body and feel how softness settles into every muscle. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel how your shoulders are slowly falling. Feel how your body is slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, our theme is being present, the power of now. How present are you able to be in this very moment? Take your next big breath. I want you to explore your own mind's ability or propensity for telling a story. Telling a story that might not be aligned with the reality of the present moment. So I want you to try out this thought. The thought goes like this. Holding on to my idea of what I thought this moment should have been. Holding on to my idea of what I thought this moment should have been. How does that sit with you? Take your next big breath. Can you remind yourself of an example in your own life? Maybe recent, or perhaps you'd have to search further backwards. Of arriving in a moment that didn't turn out the way you thought it should have been. Of your mind trying to hold on to the old thought of what the moment should have been. And explore the stories your mind tells you about how this moment really should have gone. Take your next big breath. I'll reach for some more examples. You're on your way to a meeting, driving the old school way. You're kind of almost late for the meeting, and then you have a flat tire. What are all the potential stories? Speaking from your own experience, that your mind could come up with about this problem and what it should have been. Is it easy to just get down to the business of changing a tire? Or is your mind still trying desperately to hold on to the thought of what this moment should have been? What are likely stories that your mind could tell you in a similar situation? Take your next big breath. Here's another example. You're hosting a birthday party for someone, and the party will be outside because there's more space outside than inside. And now it is the birthday party, but it's raining. What does your mind do? How hard and desperate does your mind try to hold on to the idea of what this moment should have been? And what are all the stories you tell yourself about what's happening? And who's going to be unhappy? Take your next big breath. Or you're having coffee with a friend who you haven't seen for a long time and you've really been looking forward to it. You've been seeing the kind of conversations you'll have, catching up about the past, what's happening in your life, what's your future look like. But your friend seems kind of distant, and you seem to not really be able to engage her. Does she not want to be here? Has she grown out of this friendship? How is your mind likely to hold on to a story of what you thought this moment should have been? And what are the stories that your mind could likely be telling you about the situation? Take your next big breath. Do any of these stories help me deal with the reality of the moment? Help me focus and pour my energy into changing the wheel or finding someone who can help me do it quick? Or deal with the fact that this party's going to have to move inside and I'm not going to feel guilty. I can't control the weather. I'm going to be happy while everyone's crammed in. Or to see that maybe there's more to what this friend's going through. Maybe she's not distant because of me. Let me pay attention to where she is at. Every moment holds opportunity, but we are blind to it when we're desperate for an old idea to be true. Desperately holding on to the old thought of what this moment should have been. Try this question. What does this moment make available to me? What does this moment ask me to step up and do? What opportunity does this moment bring? Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, invite softness into every fiber of your being. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll remind you again of Elizabeth Gilbert's thought for our morning. It is true that there's a great many things that we don't have any control over. But there are some things that we very clearly do have control over. And we should be paying attention to these things that are ours to control. But while we're holding on to an old story of what this moment should have been, we tend to just not be present enough to see the control we do have. A reminder is this. I can decide how I spend my time. I decide who I interact with, who I share my body with, my life with, my money with, and my energy with. I can select what I read. I have control over what I eat. I choose what I study. I can choose how I'm going to regard unfortunate circumstances in my life, whether I will see them as a curse or as an opportunity. I can choose my words and the tone of voice with which I speak to others. Yet all of that evaporates when I'm not present. Try these questions one more time. And by asking them to yourself a few times right now, you are rehearsing the possibility of remembering to ask these questions in the moment. What does this moment make available to me? Ask it to yourself a few more times. What does this moment make available to me? What does this moment ask me to step up and do? What does this moment ask me to step up and take action on? What opportunity does this moment bring? Every moment brings opportunity. But we will miss it when we are not being present. What opportunity does this moment bring? We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for being present in this moment. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the opportunity to rehearse, to practice how I want to be present and realize the opportunity that every moment brings. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for my own acceptance of being human. Take a deep breath in. for surrendering to the reality that I will have to keep reminding myself. I'll have to find as many moments as I can in which to remind myself to let go of the old story and return to presence. Take a deep breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being a part of our journey today. Every moment brings opportunity. Every moment, even if it's a moment we really don't want to be in. There is some opportunity in every moment. But when we're trying not to be in that moment, we have no chance of seeing it. Thank you, Anthony and Nella and Leshna and Sunmari. Thank you, Pat and Honey. So good to see you, and Estelle. Have an awesome day. I hope you find it easy to be present today. Easy to remind yourself to be present again. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.